It is the 25th of Samrad, of Mythrate of Samrad. It's approaching the end of Samrad soon. That is Adventure Tide. And the weather has remained hot. It's dried out. The maritime layer around the island republic of 𝕬𝖃𝖍𝖆 has cleared away the mists and the fog, and instead you have this kind of humid. You can hear the bugs in the air during the day. It feels like there's nowhere to escape from the heat and the sun. So it's now become dry but hot. And this place could use some rain. In fact, the seers estimate that the storms shall be terrible. The gods have decided it will be so soon. And you all have spent almost nearly an entire week back in 𝕬𝖃𝖍𝖆, and you have made it back to the Seven-Headed Cat Tavern. And it is the night before your expedition on the 24th of Mythrad. Let's see, I believe Alfred is the friend of elves. Alfred is the group caller tonight. Did I have that right? Okay.
Yep.
Is there any planning? You all have 2 hirelings that you're expecting to join up with, but is there any other planning or hirelings, rumor gathering, or urban exploration you'd like to do before you take your beds at the inn for the night, and or 2 of your houses for 2 of you, and set out the next morning?
I don't think Anira has any hirelings anymore because both of mine ran away. So they ditched, and I just haven't hired anybody else.
I personally am okay with taking just the 2. That's already a full.
Same here.
That's a full share between the 2 of them. So.
Yeah, so I think it's just the 2 because they definitely more than prove that they're fully capable. So
Yeah.
I think just with the 2, I think we're pretty much good for the vaults.
Okay. Let's see here. So, you go to bed that night. You wake up the next day, gather your items, and set out again from the city gates of 𝕬𝖃𝖍𝖆 and into the manor houses and wine country surrounding it. The visibility is better. Let me fix that. Actually, yeah, there you go. The visibility is good. You can see all the way into this valley surrounded by the 2 ranges of hills. And there's a forest here to your right front. You can see forests
Which we
off
will
in the distance.
respectfully pass again.
There's a marshland that looks dry and cracked from what you can see from where it is. Within the mountain pass, or the valley between the 2 ridge lines, you can see ruins overgrown, still untended and unvisited. Where do you go, Alfred?
Head down toward the valley towards the location of the vault.
Do you go to this valley?
Yes.
Visibility is so good that it's not hard to find the bronze doors. Alfred, roll a d6, please.
Oh.
That was not a good wow, was it?
No, it's a great wow. Check this out.
Okay.
All right.
Fleeing parallel to you among these ruins are a group of 6 of the mutant pig people. They do not see you. Alfred, you bring the group to a halt. Everyone kneel. They still don't see you. They seem to be pursued and in desperate flight from something. They are headed to the east, going from the west within those ruins.
So either they're running from our companions, or they're running from, because I think last time we haven't met them yet, but I think there was also like something else in the tombs with them. I think I don't remember exactly, but it was like kind of like overlords watching them. So it's either our companions or those guys. What do you guys think? We should try to take the surprise and face whatever comings, or
Could also be a Rackless, potentially, because we don't know if he's left the area.
Yeah. I think I personally am in awe at the size and scope of our men-at-arms, and I think we can probably take whatever comes our way.
All right.
I mean, could we theoretically just go past them, correct? Because they haven't noticed us.
Also true.
I was thinking like just lay in wait to just see like what's chasing them, let them go past us,
Yeah,
or
could
just
we-
go ahead.
Could we hide somewhere and see what happens?
Yeah, probably
Before we
good idea
move?
to see what exactly is chasing them, because
Mm-hmm.
that could be a problem.
All right.
Can I hide in the shadows? I got 20%.
Alfred, what is the decision for the group?
I feel like it's like leaning more towards let's be on the safe side for now and try to hide, because we could probably take them, but we don't know what's chasing them. So let's try to hide and see. Let them go past us while staying out of sight and see what's chasing them.
Okay. You all hunker down among the tall grass. It's not something that you find hard to do. You're traveling light. There aren't many of you. You have no pack animals. Except, well, actually, come to think of it, Wyman has a warhorse. Did you bring your warhorse? And it's okay, you can hide your warhorse. It's no big deal. Maybe Wyman quickly actually takes the warhorse and separates out from the group and ducks behind an abandoned ivy-covered stone wall. They pass right in front of you, and
Carry a large branch just for such an occasion for hiding the horse.
Do you also speak softly?
No, that's the downside.
Those were some high numbers.
There, the horse is hidden.
you see
Yeah,
4 of
they're pretty
them
active.
mowed down in the back. They squeal as arrows fly into their back. And there are only 2 left. They leave their companions and even drop their weapons and flee towards this gap between these 2 hills. You can see 2 men getting into bowshot range and kneeling and firing as they alternate and run after them. This is 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗 and 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖗.
Those are our friends, right?
Yeah, those
Excellent.
are the boys.
Alright.
Should we jump out and help them?
Yeah, let's get those
Yes.
last 2 guys.
We should.
Okay, well, they rolled surprise, the orcs did, and you did not. They are also absolutely terrified and their morale is broken, so they are fleeing from combat. But they are far away. Added all together, everyone can, if you have a ranged weapon,
I do.
except a sling. So you can use a longbow or short bow, Someone will have to check the range of a crossbow. I don't know. I assume it's as good as a short bow. Crossbow fires once, bows fire twice. Everybody roll to hit, please. If you're doing that. Your target is Ascending Armor Class 14. And if you hit Ascending Armor Class 14 with either, just go ahead and roll damage.
And a crossbow actually has better range than either longbow or shortbow. It has
Does a 16
light
hit?
crossbow has 60 feet. The heavy crossbow has 80 feet.
The target is
So yeah,
Ascending
pretty
Armor
good
Class
range.
14.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. One of my arrows hits for 4.
Nobody else hit? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, one of the two surviving orcs, Jahan, cuts him down in his spine as he's trying to flee. The other one jumps into some nearby muck and descends like a frog amongst the muck to try to remain hidden, making his way into the hills. Let me see here. Aha. And 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗 and 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈 then see you. So you've revealed yourselves and started firing. And 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗 approaches you all with a broad smile and says, Trilgar and his mother, the sea, the dark abyss, are with us. We have not only been hunting these animals and thinned their numbers, but we have found a ship.
Oh,
Their ship.
nice. Where is this ship you speak of?
Beneath the vault itself.
Oh.
We found it on the edge of the caverns. We weren't able to make it in. Though we've killed quite a few of them, there are probably a dozen or so left. A great monster leads them. We wish to change the terms of our bargain.
Alright, what changes would you like to be made?
We want the ship and anything stored on the dock, including supplies. Give us that, you can keep whatever other treasure you find. We don't need it ladening the ship anyways.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? You don't want anything extra that's not already planned to be on that ship, and we don't know what's on there, so, like, weight and everything. Would you give us a second? Can we just,
Yeah. Speak privately.
He smirks, and then they turn around and they go towards some things, and one of them starts to pee.
I'm feeling like they actually do need a boat, but I'm thinking there's more on that boat and that dock than they're letting on.
They said they saw it, and they're asking for the stuff there, so they've seen what's there.
I reckon it's eminently reasonable.
Honestly, if they're not
I
asking
think it's
for,
reasonable.
because if it was like, if they want that and on top of the full share from everything else in the vault, that might be asking a little bit too much. But since they're only asking for like the ship and the stuff on the docks and not the rest of the vault that might possibly stuff be in there, I feel like it might be reasonable, honestly. So I feel like, yeah, no, sure, why not?
I agree, but maybe we should inquire about what exactly that entails as far as what they're taking. But, they don't have to answer. But it might be good to ask.
So basically, yeah, we can agree to it as long as we know, like, hey, what exactly is it you're taking? So they might find a front to that, but it's like, as long as we know what they're getting, then and when they know what we're getting, we should be all good then.
I also don't want to, like, offend them or anything, so maybe...
Right.
Oh, I could see giving them more because they have been, while we were in town, they have been fighting and scouting. So they'll not only be accompanying us,
Yeah.
but they've scouted and they know the way. So I could see them earning a little more in that way.
I agree. I think this is a completely reasonable request. I think this is like partying on good terms. My vote is give them what they want, honestly. They've done more than enough.
Okay, Alfred, what do you tell them?
So I okay with the rest of the group. Then once we're all done with our huddle, head up to them and say, "All right, so that sounds very reasonable to what you're suggesting. Just to make it clear, you only want the things that are on the ship itself and the dock that's docked at, and nothing else from the temple or anything in the general area."
That's right.
All right, that sounds entirely reasonable. Just to allay some just inquiries, everything. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But was there anything like on the ship that you were able to see or anything, or is there anything specific you're looking for on the ship, or is it just you want the ship itself?
Left terrorist laughs. He thinks we're gonna cheat him. And
Honestly, I couldn't care less if you are cheating me. I say like there's actually a reasonable request. It's just
It's out of mere
Yeah.
curiosity, sir.
𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗, he says, yes, you want to make sure that that you're not being left with nothing. Well, yes, I think it's very likely that those monsters have loaded up that boat with the majority of their spoils, and I'm banking on it. Well, I tell you what, why don't we leave this wager to the gods? It's said that the Arxine nobles left great treasures and magical items in their vaults. Let's weigh it in the balance of the gods. And if those monsters didn't penetrate the ancient treasures, those treasures will be yours. And if they did, they'll be ours. And who knows? Either way, we need that boat.
Yeah,
Honestly,
absolutely, you're getting the boat for sure.
That's more than fair. You've
So-
more than earned your keep, honestly. So yeah.
Are you telling us you don't know exactly what is on the boat or what is on the dock?
No, as we said,
Okay.
we
Okay.
observed it from the dock, but
Gotcha.
we well, like I said, they've got a big thing that's leading them. I think it's their
All
leader.
right. Did you get an eye on it?
Yeah,
What does it look like?
it looks like the rest of them, except pale and huge,
Bigger?
probably twice the size.
Nice. Is that didn't we hear about some kind of orc thing? Do y'all recall?
We heard something yelling. That sounded big and mean.
That could be that monster they're talking about.
I reckon
Okay.
the only way to really know is to introduce ourselves.
Let's go.
Respectfully, of course.
Mm-hmm. Enbar, I agree. Let's go.
Okay, Alfred, where do you go?
All right. So with our companions in tow, let's head towards the vaults.
Okay, you make it just prior to the vault. You can see the caverns on the left side, and you can see the big bronze doors in front. This is all set into a low hill that you wouldn't be able to see on the opposite side of it.
And actually, I'll double check with my companions on there. So I just asked them. So with the ship you found, it's just like it's lowered into the vault. So it's sort of like there's no alternative entrance or exit to it. You have to actually go
Good
through the
question.
vault.
There is. Before many of you guys came out here, we discovered if you had gone around towards the coast, it opens just straight up into a big cove where that ship was. But we decided it was too risky at that point. Maybe our friends have more information. Left Terrace and 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗.
Yeah, their port on the coast of the island that's hidden among the rocks. It's better guarded. We would need armed vessel, maybe firecraft, something to make it in. That's not to say that the vault isn't going to be guarded. We're going to have to fight these things one way or another.
In that case, it probably makes more sense to go through the vault because that way we can make use of the vault's terrain and everything to our advantage. Meanwhile, at the coast, it's more like going at a fortress more or less, so there'll be more heavily guarded there, so you wouldn't have as much luck getting it past those defenses.
Open terrain favors numbers.
Yep.
Okay.
So our original entrance.
You go to the bronze doors. Is that right, Alfred?
Yep.
Very well. Here we go.
Watch out for weird string.
You make it to the 15-foot tall, heavy bronze doors. They are shut when you get here. Alfred, what do you all do next?
Well, if they're shut, that means someone would probably close them, and last time we were here, there was a monster that was here, and I don't think the doors themselves are trapped, but just in case, probably a good idea to try to listen at the doors, see if there's anything on the other side, because, well, I don't, our friends did, slay some more of the orcs and everything. They're probably also moved around and stuff, and I just want to make sure, like, not having a weird surprise like last time with that monster, so I want to see if there might be something at the doors. There looks like, yeah, just listen at it.
I can listen to the door. 3 and 6 chance.
You have 2 thieves. This is a massive set of double bronze doors, 15 foot tall and more than 10 foot wide across. You could both listen at the door. What is everyone else doing meanwhile?
Do we also want to check it for traps? Because if they know we keep breaching this way, there's a chance they may have booby-trapped it.
That's a good idea, yeah.
So yeah, I think for those who don't have the skill to listen at the door or anything, I think for Alfred and anybody else is basically to check at the seams of the doors, see if it looks like it's anything that seems off or anything that looks like it's attached to something like a little line or something. Just go around the door and see if there's any indication of.
Wasn't there that area with the trees where we were able to get out without going out the door?
Yeah, it's just down the way, the other entrance.
And we got the merchants out that way, and we could slip in probably.
Good idea.
I'm gonna make you pick on the door, Alfred. So one thief, either both can listen, both can check, or one can listen and one can check. And you can have 2 people on a door. Usually I have 1, but these are massive. Yeah, do you want to go to the other entrance, or do you want to have the 2 thieves do dungeoneering tasks on the door? And if so, is everybody else just fanned out in 180 degrees watching, or what is everybody else doing?
Yeah, I'll be one on standing guard.
Yeah, Edelbrand's gonna guard as well.
Okay. All right, here we go. 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗, well, first of all, 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖊𝖗, do you want to check for traps?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me... Whoa, I accidentally cleared the chat. I'm sorry. Oh, well. Okay.
It's so organized.
Goodness, what is this? All right. What is your detection? Actually, never mind. What is your detection for traps and devices and stuff? And what is your listen at doors for Jahan?
3 and 6.
Delicate task and traps for level 1 is a 15%.
Okay. You don't see any traps, and you don't hear anything on the other side.
Okay.
Alfred, what next?
Alright, let's all go ahead, open the door, and let's just go open the door and see if anything pops out. Now let's see what's further in, if it's still the same before.
Who tries to open the door?
Finbar could do it.
Finbar.
Yeah, Finbar.
Finbar, you grab the bevels, the thing sticking out from the bronze, and it's stuck, but it has a give. It's not locked. There's something jamming the door.
Wyman, do you want to Want to do your thing?
Sure, I'll do it.
Or you're gonna try to do a forced door check?
Yeah.
All right, you can roll that, and 2 people can actually attempt this because of the size of the door.
Oh, I'll help out, sure.
This takes another 10 minutes, though. I assume everybody else is guarding around it.
Just making sure.
Give it a shot
Passes.
too.
Yeah, I've got 2 and 6.
You bust the door open, and does that work for Wyman?
Yes.
Nice.
he's strong.
You guys just like side by side kick open the doors, and you have a T intersection here, a false door on the other side with a relief of a face with a ring hanging from it. To the left of the T intersection is a closed door, and to the right is a bunch of vapors and mists rolling in from a room to the right. Alfred.
So just how to proceed from here, because Alfred doesn't know this because this might technically be metagaming, but there is a secret room up front that we haven't actually gone all
Don't
the
worry
way
about
in.
metagaming. You're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Okay, but do we want to go through the secret room, or do we want to go ahead and try to venture forward in the baths and see what's further beyond there?
So I've been through that secret passage. There was a trap at the end of a long hallway. Barley died there. Rip in peace. The trap has since been disabled. I this past week I mapped and added on to what other people had not experienced, so that's included on there. But there was nothing else of necessary value in that secret passageway, and it kicks out. There's another door further down the passage to the right here. I don't know exactly where because we didn't open it per se, but further to the right there's a bunch of fountains, and that's where we discovered a slime creature which oozed its way out from a large amalgamation of limb-like roots. So roots coming from this big greasy slime thing that had veins and were shaped like arms and legs and heads and stuff.
That's horrifying.
So basically,
we're going to
the
the
death
baths,
tree
right?
in slime root form.
Yeah, it wasn't great. We sort of just like walked away from the slime that it oozed out until we were able to drop it into a hole, which we later came and it grabbed one of us. I think you guys were there for that, and we cut it up. But I reckon either we can ask our stout friends for guide, or we can just go deeper to the left, or we can try for going to the right. I don't know what they're willing to offer as far as guidance for that.
They offer no guidance. This is what we're not tomb robbers.
Yeah.
We're mercenaries.
Or just like how to get to the dock.
Ah,
Here.
well, we've never gone from this way. It's on the other side of the island from here, another mile or so in.
All right.
I vote
I
we
think
go
it-
for the right.
Is anyone else going for the right? Because kind of leading more towards the baths and exploring the further 2 doors. Because I'm not too keen on the tree thing.
Yeah, we threw fire at it the first time and it yelled at us and then sneezed. And that's what we had to fight as the slime guy. My vote is for the left. We have plenty of doors we haven't gone down that way.
And we know the terrain that way about as well as the orcs do, up until those doors.
And we did have good luck last time.
Alright, let's go left then.
Go left.
Okay, you go left, you come to a door. What do you do next?
I think that, because if I remember right, because I don't think they trapped the door, because I think they're, because for last time I remember, like, a lot of them were fleeing, but I don't think they would trap them, essentially, so I'll go ahead and take the risk on there. Alfred will step up, he'll go ahead and open the door.
Alfred, you grab hold of the bronze bevel. It is also, it jiggles, but there is something stuck here as well.
I think they probably just, yeah, because when they were fleeing, they probably just jammed all the doors when they were, yeah, probably. Who wants to help open up these doors?
I'll give it a shot.
Alright.
I gave it a shot.
That takes 10 minutes. And it makes noise. Who's got the... Somebody has a lantern?
I do. I want to dual wield my weapons, but I can bring it out if we need it.
Yeah, who has the light?
I do have a bullseye lantern.
So you're holding a lantern?
I can if you'll like me to, unless no one else can do it. Because I bought a bastard sword and I want to dual wield when we get into combat, so if there's any other light source, that would be cool.
Alfred, who has the light?
At that point, I think it's like Alfred would probably have a torch out.
Okay, Alfred brings a torch out. Okay. Alright. Yeah, what do you do next?
The door is
Oh,
locked, you say?
Yeah, it's just like stuck on something.
Oh, okay, it's jammed.
I mean,
So
we
we
could
just,
try to
like-
force it again if you guys want to spend the time for it.
I think we spend like one more turn and then try to think
Okay.
about like maybe try to explore some other options maybe.
Tries to force it.
Wyman's our best shot. He's our strongest man. If he's willing.
Use the force.
No, literally use force.
You want me to do it?
If you're willing to, you can. Well, yeah, you can say no.
Sure.
Alright.
It's a 4 and 6.
Alright.
Jeez.
Wow.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
This is the
10 minutes
stuckest door
pass.
that has ever stuck.
This makes noise. Right, what do you do next?
Do we want to keep going at the door, try to dig further? Like, because I think if I remember what Fenbar said, like there was another door later, like in the secret passage or to the right room with the tree, or
Yeah, if we go towards the tree room and the fountains room, we're gonna have to switch from torch to lantern because there's some mysterious gases I just don't trust in that
oh
area.
yeah, that's true.
I can do the lantern.
There's
Okay.
the cave entrance too.
We could just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
around
yeah,
through
we
the
don't
You know,
have to deal with
it's
any
just
doors.
probably the cave help was the best option.
I mean, I'll go back around.
I'd say it's just up to you, Alfred.
Unless we want to keep knocking.
You
I
know
don't
what?
think
Let's
that's a good
just
idea.
let's just go around to the cave. Because to be perfectly honest, I don't think we ever utilize that entrance at all. We've always been going to the main entrance. Let's go through the caves for once.
Yes, I second that. Let's go.
Okay. So you go back towards the cave?
Mm-hmm.
Alfred, your torch goes out.
No.
What do you do for light? Or do you
I'll pull out the lantern.
start?
It's a bullseye lantern.
Would the bronze doors, with them being open, would that let in any light since we're near the entryway too?
Each of these squares is 10 feet, so probably by like here, it probably doesn't reach much further though, right? I would assume. Just like being around a corner and such.
Yeah, it's the lantern or the torches was about to go out. But yeah, by the time you get back here, let's see, it takes you a bit. Get over here.
Does it automatically calculate feet for you like that? That is cool.
Oh no, I'm measuring it like as if I had a tape measure. Yep. That'd be nice if it just told me. Or, actually, I think you can do that if I would have to have the grid up and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know.
So
I
if you
didn't-
use the ruler, then you just click and drag for distance.
yeah,
You just hit spacebar and it moves.
yeah. I like in Roll20 you can create like a whole like pathway, and then your token will travel the path. It'll tell you the total distance traveled. But anyways, let's see. Is anyone at movement rate 6 in heavy armor?
I think that our companions, you said, were at movement rate 6 last week, but I think all of us in the adventuring party are at 9 or 12.
I'm at 9.
I'm
Yeah, I'm in
also at
ring
9.
now. I should
9
look
as
that
well.
up.
As well.
All right, I'm gonna have them.
Yeah,
At,
9.
I'm gonna have them at. I'm gonna have them at 9. Okay, so that's no problem. You guys can go quite a ways further. And 180. Yeah. So you get back into this cavern. 160. And you can see an open door here with a room to your right that has an obelisk, and then a cavern pathway ahead with a rotting, stinking, festering, fly-covered, bloated corpse at the edge of your lantern light, and a small alcove before you get there. Alfred, where do you all go next?
I think we just like cover our noses and just keep marching forward.
Towards the room of dead pigs.
This far. And yeah, once you get up to this intersection, you can see that this door is open. And this room with the pools is just a carnal nightmare of maggots and bugs and flies and biting, angry insects that cover this corpse sludge of just leftover stuff that's just everywhere here. Someone made a real mess of this place.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, crazy.
They'll know us by the trail of dead.
Some people just don't know how to clean up after themselves. It's really quite embarrassing.
All right, Alfred, where to next?
I think just keep moving forward. And if I remember correctly, I think there was a door further, like there was an entrance to the right and up. Oh yeah, there were like, there was a pathway to the right, a pathway to the up front. It looks like the door up front is already open, so keep marching forward.
Okay. You can see ahead of you in the lantern light a room that has another obelisk. It appears from where you are to be completely identical. All right, so you continue forward. That's 100, and it's a circular room
I don't.
with an obelisk and 4 doors. The door to the right is open. I'm going to move you further into the room just so you can see. It looks like it ends in like a T intersection. Goes left and right. There are symbols on the floor here. A key on this door, an arm on this door, dagger over this door, and an eye over this door. The obelisk is currently pointed toward the arm to the right.
Can you repeat the symbols again?
Key
to the north. Key up front.
arm,
Arm.
Oh, I got those.
eye, dagger.
Okay, thanks.
I say we turn it a full 360, open up each one of these doors and see what's inside. That'd be my vote.
Should we peek into this one first?
Okay, it's pointed this way. Which way do you all turn it?
See, there was a. Let's try counterclockwise.
You turn it towards this door closes, and this door opens. And you can see here an L intersection with a door at the end. What's next?
And I assume with Finbar, you just want us to turn the obelisk so we can see what's on the door to the left, right?
Yeah, last time we had one of these, there was a hidden alcove full of a bunch of money, so I'm wondering if there's something similar to that here.
Alright, so I guess we'll just keep turning the obelisk the same direction.
Okay. Time passes. And you turn it this way, and all of a sudden, a wall seems to open up. You can see inside of here a niche with a dark gray brazier with the base of a bearded deity, laden, I tell you, with coins. There are a lot of coins. The brazier itself is a heavy, thick, ancient old silver. You think it's probably worth 500 gold pieces, but it itself is probably 50 pounds. I think this will bring any bearer down to the lower movement rate of 6.
Yeah.
Can we put it on the horse?
Horse is not in here. Dungeon.
Right.
Yeah, we
Once we get it out of here. I have a block and tackle. If that would help.
Well, I mean, worst comes to worst, we take it with us, and then if we have to run, whoever's holding it dumps
Drop
it.
There are also in here 500 silver pennies. Those would be worth probably another 50 pounds.
50 gold.
50 pounds and 50 gold, yes. And then 50 gold pieces, which would be 5 pounds. Now, if anybody knows their movement, I don't have your character sheets where I can look, but if you're like, hey, I know for a fact I can do 49 pounds or whatever, I'll believe you, because I haven't done an audit. But if you don't, I'm just going to start rounding up, and every character is just going to go down a movement rate. It's not going to matter until combat, right? Because in combat, then those characters will move slower. So,
Aren't they able to, though, theoretically, like, if we were in combat, like, put the brazier down to fight and then pick it back up?
I would say that would take a round. So, removing a bunch of objects from a backpack or lowering a backpack and gear set instead of fighting or moving, because a combat round is only 10 seconds. So that would basically take your several seconds, precious seconds, which you could do, yeah.
If Finbar's okay being slow, I'll grab the bowl.
Okay. Yeah, you'll go to movement rate 6 unless you know the calculation.
Yep.
Then, yeah, you have another 55 pounds here, including 500 silver pennies, gold pieces if you want it. I suppose, Alfred, do you take it right now? And if so, who takes it?
See, I don't think I'm that weighed down, because I only have 56 in gold pieces left, and I'm leather armor, and I don't have much heavy stuff on me.
You're probably movement rate 12.
What's the max rate for 9? How high can you go on a 9?
We won't figure all that out right now. So, but that's something to look at between sessions, is to know your movement rates and your items.
Also, Anira, I think we're going under the assumption.
How much I can take.
I think we're going under the assumption that we have a secure place to store our hoard. So I'm counting myself as having 0 gold on me because it's all in my house.
Oh, that would be a smart idea.
You can declare that. You can say, "Hey, I'm leaving my stuff and whatever in your house." But to answer that,
anyway.
If you don't know it, then our established movement rate for most characters right now is 9. Is what we'll go with. And if you carry more stuff, if you're with treasure, you'll go down to 6, and then you won't be able to carry more treasure without becoming encumbered. If you already know your weight, you can say, "Hey, I have 43 more pounds before I get to movement rate." Whatever. You can tell me, but that's something to keep track of.
I have about 20 pounds, I believe, until I get to the next, which would be, I'm at 9 now, I believe.
Okay. Well, back to Alfred. He's the group caller. So do you take the items right now? And if so, who takes them? Keep in mind, this will affect the individual movement rate and combat of that person.
Alright. So I think that the group consists is that, yeah, they do want to take the items, and I think it's Finbar, you want to go ahead and hold the brazier, or...
Yep.
Okay. And for the gold, you just want to split between either Birdie or, either between, Nero or Jahan, or...
Yeah, I got about 20 pounds worth. That one won't affect me.
Well,
So I
before
think
you...
it'd probably be fair to... oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm just trying to... So, Jahan, you're saying that... what is your total weight right now, then?
It's like 80.
Oh,
Ish.
okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think.
Well, yeah, the thieves can't really carry super heavy armor, right? Presumably.
Yeah,
so-
I'm leather armor. Yeah.
So it's 80 pounds. You have 80 pounds.
Yeah, I'm at 80 pounds. So
Okay.
I
Yeah,
lift
you
any
can
more than
carry like 40 pounds. So, all right, no big deal. So Jahan goes to movement rate 6, with if you split it, and you're already at movement rate 6, but it will also keep him from being able to backstab easily and stuff and move around in combat. Okay. Okay. So obelisk is pointed to the west. This door is open. There's nothing else of interest in this room. These 2 doors are now closed. What do you do next, Alfred?
I feel like going to the door up front and checking out the L intersection and checking out the further door up front. What does everyone else think?
Sounds good to me.
Me too.
Do it.
Alright,
Which
let's turn the obelisk and go north.
Okay, it seems to not turn clockwise. Do you keep trying to turn it counterclockwise?
Okay, so in that case, if it doesn't turn that way, then yeah, I think they go the same intersection either way. So yeah, let's keep turning till the door opens. Yeah.
All right. Some time passes.
That scared me a little. I wasn't expecting that.
And all right, time passes. You move the obelisk to the north. This passage opens into an intersection with a door 30 feet ahead. These corridors, by the way, are 10 feet wide and about 15 feet tall, and so far it's remained cavernous. These are cavern-like walls. What do you do next, Alfred?
Let's go ahead and move forward and peek around the corridor and see what's down there.
All right. You move ahead. You can see that to your right, about 40 feet down the hall, is a let's see if I can get. There we go. Okay. About 40 feet down the hall, it turns right at a 90-degree angle again.
Alright, so it just loops back in on itself. And in that case, I'm slightly wary of possible traps. At the same time, though, I don't think this is properly trapped. So, what do you think, guys? I think Alfred go ahead, open the door. But you guys want to take a chance, just open this door, because I don't think this one's trapped, just from experience. But it could be. Better be safe than sorry, or just go ahead and take it.
Just go ahead.
All right. Who opens the door?
Obviously, it'll be Alfred. It's like, I don't think it's trapped. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Famous last words.
What could go
We'll
wrong?
put that on your epitaph.
Alfred, you open the door, and there is about a 40-foot long passageway. It is turned back into stone here. At the end of it is another door, a heavy bronze door, and this is not only is it stone again, like the what was the stone that was laid in here, the original structure, but it is richly painted with ochre and teal ceramic, and it has a burnt smell to it. In the middle of the passage, right here, alcoves either to the left and right, are 2 what appear to be judges. Like they've got robes, and they look like they're at the head of a courtroom. They're enthroned on marble seats. They hold bronze scepters of judgment. And between the two of them are remnants of various burnt items.
Do the burnt
Oh.
items seem fresh or old?
Some of them seem old. Some of them seem newer. You want to go take a look at them closer?
Not really.
I kind of want to figure out the nature of these items. My first instinct is that these are in some way offerings to these judge figures here, to judges Judy and Janine, and so I'm thinking that to figure out, I mean, if we can replicate the burnt offering, like what would that hurt, you know?
Well, where are the burnt things? Are they on the ground, or are they on some kind of platform?
Yeah, it looks like just a pile of things that are burnt from where you are. For more details,
Pile.
you'll need to just get closer, at least within like 10 feet. You know, you're 30
I'll,
feet away
uh,
currently.
I think it might
I'm
be
willing
safe
to go a little.
Yeah, no, I think it's like it might be safer just like to go closer to investigate. But as far as like attempting the offer, I'm not sure. Like unless we really know like what offering they accept or not, might
Absolutely.
not be the best idea.
Totally
so let's
agree.
at
Gotta
least
investigate.
yeah, let's investigate
I'm-
and see.
I'm wondering if
Respectfully.
any of these any of these burnt items are things that orcs might have been carrying at one point.
Right. So as you get closer and you're within about 10 or 15 feet, you can see the details of these things. There are piles of ash. Some of them have since molded and solidified into the ground. There are scorch marks on the ground. There are no scorch marks anywhere else, just like here on, in this 10-foot square in places. You can tell, though, that some of these are the remains of people that are thoroughly burned, and among their items, some of them are clearly orcish, crude weapons that you've recently fought against.
Is anybody here kind of familiar with the history of the area or anything like that, of who these judges might be, or if this is some kind of local deity style thing going on?
We've had a number of statues and busts so far in the vault. In that fountain room, there's a bunch of different reliefs, and the only one that we had even messed with was the first one, which is two men arguing. And I drank out of the water from that particular fountain, and it made me ornery with the rest of the party. So we didn't touch any of the other ones because one of them was like a dog ripping some dude's throat out, and we're like, maybe we don't want to reenact that one. The same bearded deity type figure that was in the alcove back here was in the first alcove in the first obelisk room, which also gave us a bunch of money. So I don't believe we've heard. I don't remember anything about judges specifically. My guess is that the scorched remains, for one reason or another, were judged to be unworthy to either pass or to stand before these guys or something, and as such were lasered down like Homelander.
I want to add a detail here among the ashen corpses. One is of a humanoid, not like the pig mutants, but like a person, but smaller, but wider.
Interesting.
Or
That's me, IRL.
Smaller and wider. Dude.
I wonder if they
Thanks.
worship these because they feel like it gives them some kind of power. Like the one made you kind of ornery with the rest of the group. They feel like, well, we offer to it, and then if we touch it, we gain power.
Yeah, that was as a
Fight
result of
battle
me
or
drinking
something.
from the fountain. That statue, that relief was of. So we didn't do anything else with the rest of that stuff. But I don't know. I mean, we could start trying stuff, but it looks like my guess is that armor and defenses were not sufficient to assuade the judge's gaze in the case of the several burnt corpses at their feet. We can also just like go back and go to the right.
That's what I'm feeling, because I'm
Yeah.
not feeling Atreus' luck in the never-ending story. I don't
Yeah.
feel like we can jump through.
I don't feel like getting burned alive.
Our saving throws aren't that high. Let's not go
Real.
there.
All right. Do you go back and turn right here, or do you go back further?
Yeah, let's go down here.
Okay. Go down to the end of this hall, and it continues down into a hallway. It goes to the edge of your lantern light. About 20 feet ahead, it turns to the left, and 40 feet to the right.
Alright, I think just go down to the first, looks like the first entrance to our, heading down is like first entrance to our left and see what's down there.
Here, you see a very ornate, in fact, a profoundly ornate room.
Oh, boss music
Excuse me.
or weird music.
It is extremely well decorated in here. Oh, I'm sorry. In the
You
middle
see
of
like a health bar appear at the top of the screen.
in the middle of this room is a stone slab sunk into the floor. Inscribed upon it is what I shall draw now.
It's Pictionary.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
They are in big, broad, blocky letters, though. Not like it's hard to draw in Foundry. There's a boss relief of a man wearing military garb with laurels. Around the walls are scattered life-size clay statues of soldiers, some of which are toppled, broken in heaps and shards on the floor. Frescoes decorate the walls. Exits are of double bronze gates. This is some sort of grand burial chamber of some sort. And otherwise, the corridor continues on. Just wanted to be able you'd probably be able to see that in your lantern light.
Is the thing you drew, is that a language, or are they just symbols?
I think your player mind and character mind, I don't think there's any separation between the two on this. So whatever you think it could be and whatever you can suss from that is what you could use.
I forgot. I think I know. Does it look like Dwarven or Goblin language? Okay. That's all I need to know.
So we want to check out the burial room, or want to go further in, see what other rooms there are?
I think we should check out the burial room. It's
Yeah, me too.
profoundly ornate.
Alright.
There's when you go in here, there's also a door on the north side and the east side. The room is about 40 feet across by 30 feet. I suppose I shouldn't have said it's that large, but one of the larger rooms you've seen. You can see when you enter in here, and imagine you're at the threshold. You can decide. Tell me what you decide to do, Alfred. But the walls here are lined with frescoes. The frescoes depict military deeds of the man who is in the boss relief. A bunch of the clay statues are broken. And the center of the room is the stone slab on which these letters are written. Like that.
It's raised off the ground?
Yes.
Okay. And
So
it's just It's just a single slab of stone.
Mm-hmm.
What's this first one?
That's an L. So it looks to me like it says legatus or legatus, which is like a Roman general. Although this is questionable if that's lettering or not. That could just be
Something that you notice when you come in here is that I said the clay statues are shattered. Looking here, actually, portions of them have fallen off, but they've fallen off not like how clay shatters. They're fallen off perfectly, as if wooden dolls had lost their limbs.
That's strange.
At all of this, you guys are now hour in of real time and about 2 hours of dungeon time. 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖐𝖊𝖗 says, "Look, whatever we do, I know you're here to get treasure, but we need to get that boat and get to those docks, and we need to kill those mutants."
Yeah, totally agree. I think for now, it might be prudent to just respectfully not touch anything and move on from this room.
Yeah, good idea.
Do you go
Yeah.
back, or do you go through one of the doors ahead?
I think we should
Let's
go
go
through one of
back.
the doors.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Would
But
the upper door
Well-
lead us closer to where the ship is?
Yeah. So from my from my mapping here, it looks like if we went back and went further to the south here, that leads us back into the obelisk room and then further down towards rooms that we've already been in.
I see.
Yep.
Okay.
We need to go deeper, Leo.
The top door.
So, who wants to go top or right? I'm either one. Seems like I'm more leaning towards the right, but
Well, you're the group caller, so that's what we're
Yep.
gonna do tonight then. All right.
Okay.
Who opens the door?
I'll do it.
Okay. So let's see. That's
Goodbye, my friend.
Adelbrand. You open
We'll
the door.
remember you.
It opens easily. Let me see. Make a quick. There's the pervasive smell of incense that wafts into the room as soon as you open this bronze door. You can see in the lantern light here these alcoves, crypts. Seems to be a catacomb. Let's see here. From where you are, you can see two of them. They have carved inscriptions. It looks like there's a lot of footmarks among the dust in the floor here. The inscription above this one, it says, I'm gonna try to draw it next to you here. It's gonna be tough, and then I'll just erase it because I don't have the space. It looks like this. Oh, I'm not gonna have space. I'm just gonna say it. 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖐𝖊𝖗. Disturb not his repose. Now this grave, never mind the warning, been broken open. You can see soft earth crawling with large centipedes in. And then, across from you over here, you see 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖈𝖐𝖊𝖗, the Northerner. This sarcophagus is intact, inlaid with wood. What do you do?
I think the only thing Alfred will check for is just to see if this is just like just a special place for high individuals, or just see if the room goes anywhere, if there's any place further to venture down.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to respect the companion's wishes to like try to get the boat as fast as you could.
You're gonna peek in to see if it. I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Like this might be an antechamber, but
Indeed.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, there's a long hallway here, and you can in fact see at least an intersection, and that it seems to go on. Whether or not it dead ends, you can't tell from where your lantern light reaches.
Alright, so I just to double. So let's double check with Vanguard because like if we go down, is it more likely that we're gonna try to either double back, or does it seem like it goes to a different path? Considering,
I mean, I think this hallway here goes like all the way over. I think we just gotta. I think we just go deeper, right?
yeah, let's just keep going north and see how far that gets us.
Okay. Let's see, your lantern light continue. I'll just bring you to the first intersection. That's an alcove. The next intersection is an alcove. It says Conte d'Alese. You guys like my Italian? It's great. Italians won't. Italians won't. When I... It's terrible. Scraped off motto, open sarcophagus. It's scraped off here, part of it. So that's not the full name, whatever it was. The sarcophagus is open. But whatever's inside is covered with a burial sheet. And it looks like the burial sheet covers a half portion of the wall behind it. And then there's alcoves here and a door. So when you get up to here, the alcove to the left says 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖗𝖊𝖗, the accursed. And this is a pure lead sarcophagus with seals and inscriptions written upon it in some unknown tongue. And then to the right, you can see Urbano Barbaran, a dream and not more. This is a splendid and beautiful sarcophagus, multicolored marble. And a door ahead. Where to next, Alfred?
Obviously the door ahead, but does anyone want to? Who else wants to? Who wants to try next? Just open the door, or should we check this door for anything?
I can open it in the interest of progressing.
Finbar, you opened the door. Hi.
Oh yeah.
Hi. Alfred, roll a d6, please.
Please.
Nice.
Gentlemen, please, we could talk about this.
Yeah, you start to open the door and several things happen all at once. Several things happen. My game procedures tell me everything I need to know. I don't have to prepare anything. So here's everything. Let's see here. There are in this room these humanoids, and they are small, shorter than regular humanoids, and wider, stouter. And when you open the door, you're able to do it fairly quietly. And the room is already basked in light that someone has set upon a wall in a sconce. All of them have their backs to you. Two of them fuss with each other in a tongue you do not understand. Well, I think maybe somebody might. We'll get to that in a minute. They seem to be digging at the floor and inspecting the wall. You crack open the door, Finbar. They haven't noticed you. Now, the door's cracked. Does anybody speak any exotic languages? I forgot. I know you said
I
that
speak
you
the language of law.
I have Dwarven and Goblin.
Jehan, you have studied these like a dead and obscure language is a unique talent you have. And they are speaking Dwarven. These are the peoples and the creatures by which you have they are the underground people that you have studied. This may be one of the first times in your life you've encountered this dead
Alright.
language.
I whispered to Alfred, should we try to speak with them? I
Well,
speak their language.
What are they saying? Do they sound
Oh,
friendly?
right.
Are they,
can we
like,
hear what they're
angry?
saying?
They say, "We have to get back with our brothers. I heard some of them screaming." And another one's like, "No, we've separated for a reason. We have to find this. They've stocked this place with treasure. Yes, treasure, brothers." And they're just like scraping at the walls and checking things and digging in the floor and stuff. And they are obviously looking for treasure, and they haven't noticed you yet.
I mean, we can try the talking thing, but I think they feel that my best guess is they probably feel like this whole place is for them. They're not. Does their gear look used? Like, does it look like they've been in battles and such?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon they're probably axe first, ask later.
And they might not want to share.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, if we do find any treasure, they'll be like, "Hey, that's ours. You give it to us." So it seems like we can maybe talk to them now, but more later down the line, more likely they'll probably be our enemies if we do find anything.
Yeah, I reckon we jump them.
Okay, we got to vote for
The
ambush them and
lawful
kill
one
them.
wants to jump them?
That will be a chaos
Yeah,
point.
you're right. I know you're right.
No, I didn't
know-
say you can't do it. I always say that about chaos
No,
points.
actually, I'm thinking actually maybe we should.
I didn't say we
talk to
weren't
them
fun.
I think we should talk to them and go toe to toe if they're not interested in. Because I mean, at this point right now, we're not even really looking for treasure. We're looking for these boats.
That's true, yeah.
Like we wouldn't even be lying to say we're not
Maybe they
currently
know.
right now interested in treasure.
They
So
could
if
know
there
the
is
way to get
treasure
there.
on the boat, then they're still going to feel like we're competition. I feel like
Well,
either
we'll burn
way,
that bridge when we get to it.
we're competition, and I don't think they're going to view us as competition, whatever we say, because we're in here.
So I suppose I can speak to them. What would you like me to say?
Well, let's go around.
Installer?
We've got a few
Yeah,
different
yeah.
options here, so I'm gonna move into voting mode here. So we got one
Yeah.
vote that says speak to them. Got one vote, Birdie. It sounds like don't give
No,
them any
let's
info.
just pretend we didn't see him. Silently close the door. We're
Right.
bye.
Oh, okay.
And then Wyman, what do you think?
And I will vote to speak with them.
Okay. Sorry, Steve. I keep Adelbrand. What does Adelbrand think?
I had to keep checking. Might as well.
Me too.
I vote we speak to them, but try to avoid violence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a majority will trust speaking to him, and indeed, Alfred, to Jahan's question, what are you going to try to say? Jahan will have to say it.
How do we approach this even? Because
Yeah, good question.
You've got
Open the door and
20
say,
seconds to
"Oh,
decide,
excuse me,
and then they're going to
sirs."
notice you.
Yeah, maybe a friendly hello. See if ask if they've seen any orcs around here. We're looking to kill them and then be on our merry way.
yeah, you know what?
Maybe they've seen our carnage and would want our help.
Yeah, let's go with the orc angle. Let's go in the door and see them and say, "Hey, have you seen the orcs? We could use your help there, maybe."
At this point, one of them turns around and another one stops, another one points at you, and they all stop and they look around, they gather their weapons, afraid, and they stop and they grunt in their secret coded dwarven language, outsiders, overlanders. Are they'll probably try to rob us. One of them pokes his spear in your direction. It's our treasure. Say, Jahan.
Good question.
You have
Dear
about-
orc sirs, we mean we don't want to intrude. We are just we've killed many orcs. Have y'all seen orcs? It's dangerous down here.
One of them says, the humans have not come into these burial crypts for generations. They lie. They're either tomb robbers or thieves or criminals. There's no other reason. And then another one stops that one and says, wait, but we did see dead humans.
That trail of dead is ours, sir.
And we did see dead orcs. It's true. Then so one of them says, why have you returned to your burial crypts after all of these ages? Do you wish to speak to your dead? It is none of our business, overworlder. Go and speak to your dead spirits. But we have already come here, so what treasure we have found is ours.
Sure. Yes, we want to speak to our ancestors, yes.
One of them laughs and he says, well, they're behind that door, and he points behind you into this alcove.
Right, okay. Yes, we've been searching. We've seen a few crypts, some great men. Y'all have any suggestions?
Maybe they know where the ship is or where the orcs are holed up.
Have y'all seen a ship? Or have you seen more orcs?
You wish to do battle with the great beast they have gathered under their command.
Oh, so you know of this great beast.
Yes.
Have you faced it?
No. That is a that is a fruitless and profitless death that awaits.
Have you seen it?
Yes. They call him Berto.
Berto.
That's the noise that the overlanders made when they named it.
Ask them which way he's located.
Which way have you seen this Berto, or where does he hang out?
If you wish to do battle, that away.
Well, I say we just see if we can let them go past them, and they can go do their own thing.
Yeah, they do indeed. They go into this small area and they keep their weapons pointed at you and they say, "Our treasure, do not follow us." And they don't trust you either, and they go up. You hear them going up some stairs. All right. What next,
That was
Alfred?
a little tense.
Cool. At least we know
Awesome.
we know we're in the right direction. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Where
We might
to,
want to
Alfred?
watch. We might want to watch our backs.
Alfred?
Yeah, let's go to the right, to the direction they said the beast was at.
I'll actually do that. I'll stay to the back and kind of keep an eye on our six.
When you open the door fully, you find that this room is an ossuary. There are stacks, tall stacks of
Oh,
bones.
you cut out. What did you say?
You guys can't hear me?
It was cutting
Yeah,
out.
it
for
cut
me.
out.
Okay. When you open the door fully, and it's not closed halfway, this room you find to be an ossuary. It's bone piles stacked 50 feet high. So this is a extremely tall, narrow room, and there are collections of bones with wooden dividers that go up, probably all the way up to the top of this cavern. Yeah, and then you see a corridor here ending in a door to your right, and a staircase in this small alcove to your southwest.
Where were these bones things you were talking about?
They surround the walls. The
The
walls
room
are-
that we're in. Okay, gotcha.
Alfred?
Yeah, let's just go to the door, and this time I think we should actually, because I don't think they're right behind it, but this time let's actually just double check the door just in case.
Okay, who checks the door?
For listening
Um,
or traps?
Yeah, I can do listening and traps as well.
Who checks the door, Alfred? You got
I would
two,
think just so like two people can work on at the same time, or
just one, yeah.
okay. I would think just listening, honestly, and I think I think Jahan might have the best chance at that, maybe, or...
3 and
I
6.
think we're both 3 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Because we're both thieves, I think.
Jehan, you do not hear anything at the door. Some time passes.
Not hearing anything.
Alright, so I think I'll just go back around me. So, yeah, Alfred will go ahead and open the door.
Okay. Alfred, you open the door, and you see in here the rusted remains of armor, dusty, ossified remains in repose and burial niches. On the eastern wall is decorated a grand fresco depicting the heroic deeds of whoever these warriors were. An inscription reads, and I shall draw it again on the floor here. This. Gosh dang.
And is
So
this on the
hard to
wall again,
draw.
or is this on something in the middle of the room?
He said it was on the floor.
Okay.
So hard to draw on Foundry. That is one huge complaint I have with it.
Avlegio? Avlegio?
Ave or Awe.
This inscription is much decayed. You can see it's clear that in the niches that many of the bones have actually been removed from this place. The walls are dirty and blackened with time and smoke. There is a section where many of the bones have been removed, and then it looks like partially stacked back together here on the eastern wall. And then just peeking in here, you can see a corridor down to the south.
Alright. So yeah, let's not waste any further time. Let's continue further south to the intersection. It looks like there's another opening down there.
Okay. Go to intersection. At this point, some more time passes. And you see a door here at the end, and then you can see that it seems to turn at a 90-degree angle there to your left.
I thought we'd further explore the turn and just see what's around the corner, because the room might go further down, but because they said like it was further, the doors were said the beast was further in this direction. So let's just see if there's anything further down.
Okay.
Yeah. Down the corridor.
When you make it this far, you can see that this area is lit. About 50 feet ahead, there are cloaked figures stooped over many objects. Columns are here, as well as burning candelabras. You can see a shrine. They are speaking some sort of language. Think like a human one, and these are humans. It feels like a painful, tinny draw in your mind, like the sensation of nails on a chalkboard, but something about that happening in your intellect. And Does anybody speak any alignment languages?
I speak lawful, but I'm guessing that's not what this is.
Yeah, lawful.
This is definitely not lawful. Very well.
Are we allowed to speak non-lawful languages? Because the guy originally in the last game had her speaking, I don't know what a thief would speak, like thievish or
Yeah, these
chaotic or
can't.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a neutral thieves code that you can yeah. But no, in this case, yeah, it doesn't sound like anybody speaks this language. Sometimes magic users will take this alignment language even if they're not aligned this. Anyways.
Yeah, that's how we scared off those guys from the secret passages. One of our magic users, who is unfortunately passed on now, spoke in the infernal tongue.
Let's see here. Alfred, roll a d6, please.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Interesting.
This could be good.
As you turn this corner, two of these humans turn and face you. The robes hiding their faces. They simply stand and watch you. There's a door here 20 feet to your right.
This is feeling very dangerous.
We want to engage diplomacy, or because
If they're conducting some sort of infernal rite, I reckon we have to root this corruption out of this place by hand.
yeah, true. So, all right. So just quick round of the group. Who wants to go ahead and engage these guys?
I mean, we should at least talk to them, but I'd rather deal with two hooded guys now than Cthulhu later, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna try to
Ask them if they've seen the yellow sign.
What?
Oh, ask them if they'd seen the yellow sign. Vague reference.
Okay.
Even Ross didn't get that one.
As you get closer, you can see that there are many more in here. Probably there are, I think, somewhere a dozen this side or that, and they just stand and watch you.
These guys are creeping me out, dude.
I don't like that at all.
Okay, who wants to volunteer to talk to them?
We don't even know what language they speak, do we?
They're
We could
humans.
go after the orc side again and just stick with, we're looking for orcs.
Yeah,
So if you have
yeah.
anything down here,
Yeah.
we're not interested, we're just orc hunting. That's if they speak common tongue.
Who's gonna do the talking?
I'll try.
Oh boy.
Go for it.
All right,
I mean,
Adelbrand,
if it's okay with her.
move forward. And what do you say?
He steps forward and says, "We seek the pig-faced men. May we pass by?"
You are here. Then the twins, I'm sorry. If you are here, the twins and our ancestors seek you. We welcome you. Please
Oh.
join us. Come and join our celebration.
I do not like this.
Yeah, he kind of turns and looks at the others and kind of
Maybe tell them that we're
Cats.
honored that they invite us to join the celebration, but it is urgent that we find
Yeah.
a pig-faced
Yeah,
man.
we're on a bit of a timetable here.
Tempting, but
Exactly.
we are on a mission.
We have a
Thank you for your
deadline.
hospitality, but no.
We have a literal deadline.
You cannot leave here without at least speaking to the philosopher.
The philosopher.
Talking Confucius, or are we talking Plato?
Should we ask him where the boat is?
If
I
we
mean-
speak, so I'll say what
No, go ahead,
Alfred.
yeah, go
So Alfred asked, "If we speak with your philosopher, will you let us pass?"
That is for the ancestors and the twins to decide.
Don't like the sound of this.
I feel like it's those two towers, like two statues we saw earlier. We're gonna be judged like that.
yeah.
Or
It
just where we
says
turn around and leave.
Yeah, let's either go back or forward with weapons. Like, yeah, Aldebrand's lawful,
I mean, we have two awesome guys
but
with us.
not
I
when
mean,
it comes to
like,
cultists. Yeah.
I say we go forward with
Respectfully,
weapons.
we are looking for the pig-faced man.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, we are looking for the
you
pig-faced
keep using
man.
that word. I don't think it
Wait,
means what you're using.
we just go, get out of our way, and just go through.
Okay, sounds like we got some voting to do, so let's go around the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
Birdie, what do you... I'm sorry, Anira, what do you think?
I think it kind of puts their ball in their court where we're like, well, we are honored and thank you, but we respectfully decline. We really urgently have to deal with this, and then that either forces them to be hostile and we defend ourselves, or we can leave.
Okay, so the vote, you're saying leave.
Yeah,
And
talk
then-
to them to
yeah,
see
yeah.
their intentions. If they let us go, great. If they don't,
Sure. Yeah,
then we didn't attack first.
sure. Adelbrand.
I don't think we should straight up attack them, but if
I'll get back to you. Finbar, what do you think?
Commandment 2, you shall not make or worship any idols. I'm not interested in talking to your philosophers. I have half a mind to root this corruption from this place with my own two hands.
So, leave or forward with weapons?
Forward with weapons.
Okay, Jehan.
I'm with Birdie.
Okay, leave. All right.
Or what?
Wyman.
And Anara.
Wyman, what do you think?
Do they have anything related to symbols of law and order?
Good question.
When you look in here, not only do they not, but it's clear to you that this is heterodox of law. Okay, because on the altar are two golden candelabras, and the symbol here is of a triangle, golden base with tetrads, points. That is the 5-pointed symbol of chaos.
Ooh.
And a graven stone tablet nearby.
Hey, we're dealing with chaos for sure.
There is a fresco in the niche behind the altar, but you can't make out what's on the surface of it in the candelabra's light. It's hard to tell. There are some sort of potions bubbling on the altar. And
I don't think we should get too close to those potions if we engage.
Yeah, it smells suspiciously like grape Kool-Aid.
I'm leaning Finbar's way now.
Okay, well, all right. So we got, let's see. Wyman.
Very cautious retreat.
Okay, so that's. I think I have 2 retreats so far because I think we got a different change with Jehan, so I'm gonna hop back to.
Sorry, I'm being very indecisive.
No, that's okay. Back to Adelbrand.
fight, we have to come back here anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what 2 versus 2. So the tiebreaker is the group caller. Alfred, you must decide.
Because the thing is, I think, like, if we ask them to leave, they're obviously not... Because they just said, like, oh, you can't leave. So the fact is, they're probably not going to let us leave to begin with. So we're going to fight. I say, like, you know what? Screw it, because they're probably not going to let us leave anyway. Let's brawl. Here we go.
Well, to be clear,
We're the-
this leaving plan implied a sense of, like, hey, we're going to try to leave. So that
Yeah,
will probably
yeah.
become clear.
We'll try to leave, but we're not afraid to engage in combat if you prove difficult.
Backward with
So the
weapons.
question, I
Yeah.
suppose, to reframe it, Alfred, is do you get out your weapons and start smashing people, or do you turn around and see what they do?
I don't think I'd turn around. I think I'd back down.
Yeah, no,
Of
I don't
course,
trust
yes.
these guys. Let's get our weapons out.
Oh, okay, fight. Okay, so that's fight.
All right.
Put him to the stake.
My reasoning is that since like we've got these
there's
two
a lot of
guys
them.
with us now, so they'll be able to help us. But if we're planning on coming back to this dungeon and clearing it out, then we gotta take on these guys in the future anyway.
My reasoning is, by fire or by sword, chaos must be cleansed from the land.
All right.
Also that.
So, let's see here. You reestablish your order of march in a fighting formation, and then they just look at each other and they draw maces out, and everyone turns. They keep their chanting as they turn towards you.
Boy.
This has become part of the song of their worship. And yeah, so they turn towards you. It's clear they're going to start moving towards you. This person is not moving. Roll. Well, first of all, any spells? No? Okay. Roll a d6 for initiative, please, Alfred.
Alright.
Do we think our ranged fighters can snipe that guy?
That's what my plan is.
Alright, you're able to act first. If anyone is firing a missile, please declare your target, roll your attack, and your damage. If you're moving your token, please move your token. I'll separate you out here so where you can move it.
Are these the little circle things are they're not up high where they're like little shrine things or something?
Those are
Or are they
columns.
columns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to kind of move you guys apart so that you can move your tokens if you choose to. And you have...
Are we doing our hireling friends in the front and then a second line of melee fighters?
They will, in fact... Oh my goodness.
My
Spawns
token is
them.
ʻEMRYS, by the way.
That's fine.
He's come back to life.
He's still here.
Does the one hooded
He's-
figure by the shrine seem to be more important than the others, or are they all?
That's the one I want to target.
It does.
Yeah.
It does seem like he's quite a bit more important than the others.
Okay, then I'm gonna target him.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
If you are firing a weapon, go ahead and
Ouch.
roll to hit
All right.
and your damage.
Come on.
Your
What's
your
our...
hirelings move forward to attack.
Nice.
Come on.
I did a 20.
Oh.
Excellent.
One
And
more character can probably fit to the right of these characters. Otherwise,
Okay,
that's it.
I'll go in front line.
I hit that one dude for 6 on my first arrow.
How do I
Yes, you
move?
can. Yeah,
Thank
in
you.
case can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and go ahead and roll your damage if you
And
the
my
target
second
is
one
ascending armor class 18.
Oh shit.
Oh, 8. Oh,
I
18.
got a 20 though, so I hit him for 6.
Okay, so in that case, the first thing did. Okay, my first arrow did hit.
Wow.
But we can fire out twice, so.
You down a person. This allows the one of your hirelings to move ahead. All right. So no one else hit an 18. All right.
No.
I hit.
And we can fire our bows twice, correct? Or
Yeah.
Because I'm not. Okay, so I did fire it twice. Let me go ahead and just do that real quick.
And
See that.
I've got only Finbar moved. No other fighters. Nobody else.
nice.
moved.
30-20.
Nice. All right.
Or 4 damage on the guy in the very back.
Did you get my damage for the guy in the back?
I'm sorry. I thought you were doing the guy in the front. How much damage did you do?
I was arrowing the hooded person for 6.
Okay.
And my second one did not hit.
6. Oh wow. Kill this guy.
Good.
Along with
Their leader.
Along
Or
with
please.
Elijah. Okay, so let's see. 3 fighters are able to make it up front. Start with this one. Yeah. Acolyte 1. Oh, I have this wrong actually. Oh, back twice. He gets a nat 20 to start with.
Oh.
Are these hit die
Well, I
one?
wasn't able.
They are hit die 1.
Oh, good.
And
What do you think?
armor
they're
class
squishy.
18. That is, I did have that part correct. They've got. You notice that they actually have armor, but they're otherwise not tough. He let's see. Slays this one. Oh, and they are actually 4, so he's able to attack 2 more times.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's not real. That's not real.
Yeah,
These
Let's
guys are
not
like,
argue about
it's time to time to work. And then
Give these
they
guys
just, like,
their boat.
They just start like hewing these people down, and that's just him. Okay, that's not
That's
even.
one dude.
Man.
That's not real.
Not even this guy's whole day.
Yeah. He's got stuff to do after this.
I think we should try to be friends with these guys
This is like an errand.
from now
for him.
on.
The other two
Oh, wow.
were slain by the other guy, and the remainder are going to make a morale check at +4 penalty, and they fail.
What?
They fail miserably.
Mm.
They tried to flee. This guy gets attacks.
Where are they going? They need to meet our philosopher.
Oh, we're sending them to him.
Yeah.
Let's see. He is unable to hew them down, though. Now, they start running towards this door. But
We
they're-
can't see in this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna move you all in so you can see us. I'm gonna move anyway. And anyways, you can see that there's a door here ahead. This is where the 3 survivors are running to, and a pathway to the north. You're still in combat currently, but starting back to the top, Alfred, what is the plan for the group? Allow them to flee, chase after them, stand your ground and see if you can loose arrows if they remain within range, but otherwise don't pursue. But or do you have something else in mind?
Just for as a personal strategy for Alfred is just to stay back and loose arrows upon them. For everyone else, like same plan, just stay here and see if we can pick them off or chase them down.
I would like to shoot them with my arrows.
You said somebody's going to try to chase after them?
Now I'm just seeing if anyone else wants to do that or not.
I don't have any ranged weapons. I can launch myself at them, man. But that's-
Okay. So Alfred, go ahead and make a call. Which one you want to do?
I think we probably have more chances shooting at them than trying to chase after them. Plus, we could see what they're, trying to.
The good news
Yeah.
is that they are in plate armor with minimum movement rate of, let's see, combat base 10. Oh, actually, that isn't that bad. That's 60, so actually they can move. Okay, if that's the case, roll a d6 for initiative, please.
Here we go.
1, so they're able to act first, and they run and they open this door and are immediately met with squeals on the other side of the door.
Big orcs.
I know that
Whoa.
sound.
And they do something really awful. They turn around, look at you all, and they say something, turn together, they kill themselves.
Oh,
What?
jeez. That was pretty dark.
I knew these
Hey,
guys
no
would
fair.
wait.
There should be rolling for that play term.
I wanted to kill him with my arrow. So I saved
Bing.
some arrows.
Meanwhile, there are these these things in here. They are also not surprised, and you also are not surprised. And so you can roll for initiative. Well, actually, let's start at the top of the round. What's the plan now that you see that this door's open and there are these mutants in here?
We should show
Kill
these
the-
pigs the stars.
Kill the
Could
orcs.
do it.
Let's
You're gonna try to rush forward.
let's
and
leave
kill them?
another trail of dead, please.
Introduce them to our philosopher.
All right, who's gonna form the front rank? Your 2 mercenaries.
Yes.
How much people do we need to completely close a hallway of 10 feet?
So only 1, because if you enter melee, someone cannot pass without penalty in this game. Technically, you can't move if you're in melee. So just 1 if you wanted to, or if you had spears, you can have 3 across, short swords 2 across, or a heavy weapon like a battle axe or double two-handed sword 1. So you could have 3 if you have spears, and you can even have a second rank if you want.
Wymon's gonna stand on the second rank.
Yeah,
And then
so
I think our mercenaries go in the first rank here.
hold on, Wyman, you're proposing reforming a rank, like reforming like a line with a. Do you want to do that right next to the enemy to attack on this round since you won the initiative? You'll enter this room, you don't know what's in it, of course, so maybe you don't want to do that. But you can't hold an
I'll
action.
go in with you.
Okay,
Nice
so
little kill pocket right here.
all right, let's vote. We got a big decision to make here. So let me frame some options. I'm going to start with Adelbrand. You could form a rank here and lose your turn because you can't hold an action. You could make it to the enemy, but you don't know what's in the room. Or you could simply stay in individual fighting order, maneuver individually, and have people fire. You know, you could have people fire, but they can't form a rank, right? Because they can either fire a missile or move. They can't do both. So which of those three options, or do you have something else in mind, Adelbrand?
I like the rank.
Oh wait, Birdie's
But
got
it
an
might be a
idea. Go
little
ahead.
dark.
No,
Okay,
go for
alright.
it.
So
Anira.
we had those 3 guys that died in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
What if the first 3 to go through the hallway picks them up and uses them as a shield?
Yeah.
I think I'll stick with
And
my
then
metal
when you
shield.
get through the door, you can use them to knock someone down or just drop it and move over. But this way, if they like shoot or use spears, they won't hit you first.
I will say that you can do that, but only 2 people can do it, and only if they have a strength of 15 or greater.
So Wyman can do that.
Wyman just picks up 2
Effortlessly.
2 things of plate armor, plus the people with mercenaries that come in.
Yeah, that's right. They're wearing full plate armor. Forgot about that.
Yeah, so that's a 4th option. So let me of those 4 options, Adelbrand, what do you pick?
I still like the rank.
Forming a rank? Do you form it
Yeah.
on the near side of the door or in the room, though?
Oh, here where we
Okay.
are, so that they have to
Gotcha.
come forward down this hallway, and they can't make it. See, I could attack.
Because you're forming like a
get-
funnel. Yeah, I get it.
And if they
Yeah, so
form a rank, when I try to do an arrow through them, I have a chance of hitting them if I miss, right?
Well, if you fire an arrow, you cannot move. So, but of course you can do that. Wyman, of those 4 options, which one do you pick? Or something else?
I'm inclined to reforming the ranks.
Reforming ranks. Okay, Finbar.
I'll follow suit.
Okay, so we're forming ranks on this edge, on this side. Okay, so the most you could fit, I guess, are your 2 mercenaries.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, unless somebody has a... Well, they don't have spears anyways, I don't think.
Yeah.
Without looking, I can't remember.
3 of us do.
If 3 of
Can't
you
reach
do,
them.
you can form a 2nd rank right in behind Wyman, Finbar, Adelbrand. Are those the spear people? No, it's Anira, right? Anira
I don't
has
have a
I
spear.
have a spear.
Yeah,
Oh,
Anira, you can form the 2nd rank.
I stole a spear.
Uh,
I don't remember.
and then anyone else left, I'm just kind of moving you just so you can see. If you want to fire, you can fire a missile.
Alright, we'll
Please-
go ahead and do that.
Your target
do
is
that
ascending
now?
armor class 14. Please roll to hit, or you can roll
Okay.
twice. Go ahead and roll the damage. Just chuck the dice and the damage, just makes it move faster that way.
Okay.
And to clarify, if I use a missile now, I'll have to wait a turn before I can use a spear, or can I go from missile now to spear next?
If you fire a missile, you will not be able to join the 2nd rank.
Okay, I'll wait then.
But
Alright.
you could fire twice, so it's up to you, whichever one you think would be better.
I have a crossbow, so I can only
Oh,
fire one.
that's right. Yeah, you
Ah.
can fire once.
Cringe.
I don't think I hit either
I have
one.
range. That's my benefit.
All right,
Okay.
everybody missed.
I got 1 hit, and I hit like the first closest orc I could see for 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay,
What was the armor class again?
14.
Yeah, I didn't hit.
Let's see here. So it's their turn. They move up. They have spears. They can attack 3-2. So they attack your front rank. 1, 2, 3. Got a nat 20, so they hit one of your mercenaries for 1 damage. A little bit of blood flies up from his from his collar, and he yelps and then laughs.
Flesh room.
Now, you all already moved, and yeah, so roll d6 for initiative. Actually, house wins. Right.
Okay.
Why don't we have the second rank attack first?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're in the
Hit
second
die
rank.
1, ascending armor class, 15.
I hit for
Nope.
5, the one in front of me, closest to the wall.
All right. 5. Describe how you kill it.
I reach around the side of the mercenary in front of me and impale him full center.
Yeah.
And then when I pull my spear out, he just crumbles to the floor.
All right. Everybody else miss.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what your hired nightmares do here. 4 attacks each. He misses, I think.
Ow.
No, it's actually +4 to hit because he's got HD4.
Oh,
So he
He's built
hits.
it's like one hit, I think.
Yeah, he
Yep.
hits once. For
That's all he needs.
Ow.
Yeah, he needed more than that actually.
Well, he traded damage, 1.1 point.
He's being petty and returning the blow.
Yeah. He's toying with them.
You hit for. Let's see. They are able to end these, and then you hear like a chorus of squeals, like echoing through the cavern ahead. And then your mercenaries turn and look back to you, and they're like, "I smell seawater. I think we found our mark." Now, before you leave this room, let's see, we've got about 30 minutes left. We've got time to be able to try to get stuff out of here if you prevail, and today, if you prevail. These candelabras, you think, are worth 400 gold pieces each. There are also other strange things upon the table. Many things in this room. Stone tablet, the altar with potions, and a strange fresco in the back. And then, of course, there's the dead bodies. So, just of note, but clearly the squealing voices of your foes ahead. Alfred, what do you do?
I vote we just continue forward and finally end the Orc Scourge once and for all, but if anyone wants to stay behind seal, I think like one thing I think we can get away with that, maybe the potions.
I don't think I'd feel comfortable stealing until we deal with what's coming, because I don't feel like being ambushed while we're...
Alright, so we clear everything now and steal later.
I'll describe this room here and then some of the things you see. In this room, when you move ahead toward these noises, you see 3 stelae, stone columns bearing grim, bearded faces, heaped with flower garlands and smoking censers. I think these smoking censers are probably worth 50 gold pieces each. There are 3 of them. The northeast door is blocked with a big, heavy, round stone disc. And otherwise, there is a stairway here leading up to a platform upon which one of these mutants guards. I assume that you form the rank in the same way that you did before. You can now see the edge of the water in the harbor from here. And roll a d6. I don't think anyone's going to be surprised. Or you. Okay, got a 2. 3. Able to act first. They, let's see, they need to be able to move up. This is 20 feet. This is 40 feet. They are going to be able to make it. So they form a rank here. 3 across. And 2 in the back. And then
They
meanwhile,
copied us.
several other things move into view. Fight.
Oh, those are
Whoa!
big
Big
things.
boys here.
Whoa, that's a big
Oh my
fella.
gosh.
That's two big fellas.
Oh, and there's an even bigger ugly fellow back there.
Nah, don't worry about him, Indira.
One of
Don't
those
worry
has
about
got to
him.
be Bruno.
And some ruffians.
They
And this
fear
isn't
you
even the big
less
guy.
than this thing. So, you hear behind the stone tablet, you hear gibbering noises and giggling, multiple giggling voices and gibbering, and let's see, and then several other things. You hear a bunch of squealing coming from this direction as well. Wait, no, you don't. That's a wall.
Yeah, I'm fine with not hearing anything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
They didn't come.
Oh
that way.
no.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
I like ideas.
So if we have potential people coming from over here, Aldebrand can't actually hit anybody down here. So he's going to go over here and he's going to spike the door so that nothing can get in.
You're gonna spike this door, right? Yeah, the door. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're
Sorry, I
gonna.
didn't mean to open that.
This one is actually not a door.
Yeah, that one
That's
there.
actually a big, heavy stone slab. It would probably take two
Okay.
people, 15 strength or greater, to do a force door check to roll it.
Oh, perfect. So if that opens, we are in dire trouble.
Oh,
All right, so let's see here.
That opens, run.
Won the initiative, so we got 6 attacks across the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ouch.
And I'm just gonna roll damage. Don't have to. Got it.
Ooh, that's a lot of dice.
All right, let's see here.
my
So let's
God.
see. 1 hits. I gave the stats to these characters to somebody because they were somebody's hirelings. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's their armor class? Who was it? Wymond, I think.
Yes,
What's their armor class? I'm sorry.
16.
16. Okay, so 1 hits. Or
and they do have a -2 against attacks, so.
Yep.
Because of the parry.
oh yeah, okay. I think maybe not even. Yeah, actually, not even that one will. No, it will barely hit. 1 damage, anyways. And then how many
Alright.
hit points do they have?
18.
18 hit points.
Gracious.
Okay, he's got 17 points.
Nightmares was such a good way to describe these guys.
And that's
We
their
need them
turn.
now.
And those move. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2. Okay. That's 1. 1 hit. 2, 3. For 1, 2, 3 deaths. See them like this maniacal glee on their face. These are murderers. These men. And this Icarus monster blood is just splashing across their face as they hack them down. The front rank is going to do a morale check right away. That was awful. Whoops. Wrong
They need a
dice.
boat because this is what they do. They're too good at their
Just
craft.
Gonna go murder more people. Yeah. These orcs fail their morale check and flee, which gives them more attacks. It's exactly the catastrophic result that I usually resolve these right away, and so I fold them into the same round. I know that kind of lessens some of the tactical weight of it, but the book is clear in Swords and Wizardry. It's up to me how I want to do that. So I just like getting it done. See, this clearly they're not going to stand a chance. So this just takes care of this really fast. So all of that, they basically just hew down this entire front rank, and it's just dead orc bodies and they just start you all start walking down the stairs.
It definitely earned that ship and dock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll a d6 for initiative, Alfred. Never mind, house wins.
I still don't know ship anyway.
Nice. Top of the round. No spells. If anyone wants to fire a missile, you declare your target. I'll give you your armor class, and you can just yell it out. I want to fire my missiles, and then tell me the target. If you
I'm still second rank, yes.
Yeah, so here you've got some choices, right? So this rank can kind of move together and you can move up or you can stay where you're at. If you stay where you're at, you're going to forgo your attack, though. That's the downside.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to probably stay in rank 2.
All right. This is a group decision. Alfred, are you guys going to move this phalanx up to be within melee range, or are you going to stay back where you're at so that you have this funnel at the top of the stairs?
Make the big guys come one at a time.
Yeah, let's keep the funnel. It's like the one advantage we have against their numbers.
Very well. Okay, so in that case, anyone firing a missile would probably just want to fire a missile. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Adelbrand, you said you were going to block a door. You're going to block this door, or were you just talking about the stone slab?
I was talking about the stone slab. I misunderstood the. I misunderstood.
Okay, no problem. Let's see here. All right, in that case, the only thing on this turn then would be to fire missiles. If you're firing...
I'd like to fire missiles at this pig orc right here.
All right, yeah, go ahead and roll your
All right.
attacks and damage.
I'm firing the missile at the big orc right next to it.
This guy?
Neither one hit.
All right,
Yeah,
7 and a 1 on a hit.
Nah.
misses and misses. Any other missiles, Birdie? You can fire crossbow. if you want.
Yeah, well, but will I need to use my spear next round, or do I have time to fire a missile and then be able to use it before they get here?
You'll have time to fire a missile this round. Because you act in phase, you won't be able to do a melee attack anyway.
Okay, that works. I got a 3. Never mind.
All right. Yeah, everybody misses their missile stuff, and they move up, and they form another rank here. They are more terrified of what's behind them than they are of you.
For now.
All in good time.
Each one can receive the blessing of the light individually.
This thing starts lumbering up behind. It like has to stoop. It does seem to block the entire path. They make it up. This is 6 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And against armor class 16, 1, 2, 3, 4 hit. 4 damage to each. Of 8 and 10. Oof. Mercenaries take some damage. And a lot.
They go down, we're in trouble.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Flee in, I spike the door.
Down to... Got armor class 16. Yeah. So, and then they can't do anything else. Roll for initiative again. Now, the people firing missiles, you can fire without hitting your allies and behind.
Good.
You know, if somebody's not in rank here. Okay, you got a 6. You can act first. Anybody firing a missile?
Yep. I'm firing at the big guy in the back.
All right. Your
Me
target
too.
is armor class, ascending armor class 9. Both of you, go ahead and roll to hit.
Right, we got this.
I feel like there should be an advantage to hit him because he's so big and taking up the hallway.
Probably. Yeah.
It's like, how are you
hit.
gonna...
And we've got the high ground. Huh?
Looks like
Yeah,
everybody hit.
we have the high ground.
So
Yeah,
far
I did
we've
a
got
15.
so far we got 6. Not Imrus, but
Yeah.
you have Jehan. Do you have a bonus to hit?
So
What's your dexterity?
14.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
do have a +1. Dang, yeah, I have a +1 on missile. Sorry, I wasn't.
Okay.
Calculating that.
All right. Let's see here. So let's see. That's 6 plus that is 12 plus another hit is 15 total. He howls in pain as you guys pelt him. It's clear that you've hurt him pretty severely right off the bat with missile fire. Now the everyone second rank or front rank. I guess second rank you can roll your melee attacks.
Does an 11 hit
These
anything?
dice are
Or I guess
Yeah.
now I got a 15.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Actually, no, it doesn't. 15, yeah, 15 hits.
It got turned into a 15 by somebody.
Nice.
Ooh.
Don't think that counts though.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, you got 11. Okay, and Wyman hits 14. Wyman did 8 damage. Wyman also, once again, slays one of these things.
Nice.
Body out of the way because it's going to take up space. And looks like everybody else missed, right?
Yep.
Okay. Your death squad, let's see how they do for attacks. And 4 damage. And attacks. 4 damage. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2 hits for 8 and 2 kills 2 more. And 1, 2 hits does make sure that's ascending armor class 14. Yeah, it does 4 and 2. They kill most of these things. I'm gonna see they are definitely gonna do a morale check. And they pass. Seeing what's behind them, they decide not to try to run, and they reform their rank.
Where would they run to?
They're-
They're on a
the
staircase in
stairs.
between a
We
brick
need
wall and a
clear
four-sided.
passage.
Uh,
Yeah,
let's
they're
see
in a
here.
pickle.
Roll for initiative again.
Okay,
Ah,
I'll still
House
roll
wins.
anyways.
Yeah. Wow, 6. All right.
Overwhelmingly.
Anybody firing a missile, please go ahead.
I'm firing missile at the big boy.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll.
And I'm gonna add my +1 this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep firing till I just run out of arrows.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
run
gonna
out of targets.
14 hit and
All right, only got
I do 3 damage on the first one.
Okay.
dealt 4 damage to the big guy.
Second
Okay.
one's 9. to
You
hit.
guys fire all these arrows into this guy, and you fire eventually in his neck and face, and you can see like he's lost an eye and he staggers on. And he just falls over
Yeah.
dead.
Nice.
There, now they have a clear path to escape from.
Now
This
you
will,
can
this
run.
will also result in a morale check, and they fail and they flee, and your front rank just carnage ensues, and people can also make their melee attacks.
Yeah, I don't think we need to.
Yeah, but you know, if it's fun for you,
That's good.
you know, it's up to
I
you.
like seeing all the dice.
Yeah.
If everybody rolls ones, it could get
got
really
3.
interesting. Like if it that would be pretty wild.
I mean, we had some pretty wild rolls already. You had 3
Sure,
natural
yeah.
20s in a row, so
Yeah, it's been some good rolling tonight. That's they already, gosh. Absolutely.
Wait, I
I don't think I've.
Are we rolling for ranged or melee?
melee.
Because they're running.
yeah.
Well, also it's your turn. You know, you get to attack
Oh.
anyway.
I'm not sure I've had a successful hit in the last 3 games.
Yeah, I haven't had one yet today.
All right, you guys just
I think
hew
I hit
these people
something
down.
once, barely.
Two.
Wyman is hit so hard.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Wyman
take
is
that,
another-
ruffians.
He's a madman too. These are humans. They all get hewed down, and then
Not anymore.
lastly, you see this guy. He sees all this happen.
Oh,
This all
poor
happens
guy.
within 40 seconds, by the way. And he
Yeah.
turns around and he's like, and he just like runs and jumps off the dock into the water. Now,
No, that's fine.
me back to Alfred. You see this happen. What do you do?
I talked to the 2 companions up front. I was like, well, gentlemen, let's go get your boat.
Oh yeah.
Oh
The
wait,
door slams shut behind us.
forgot this happens. But it's probably not gonna. Roll a d6 for surprise.
Come on.
Nice. You're not surprised. You were able to reform the line in the opposite direction.
These
And
little goobers.
At this point, I'd be less surprised and more annoyed.
anyone firing an arrow, you can do a missile round.
I'm going 2 times to the guy in the front.
They're gonna run in, a bunch of
5.
them are gonna die, and they're just gonna turn back around.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
just
a
gonna.
5 to hit on the
They
first.
don't know that. You know that, but they don't know that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm doing a 12. Sorry, let me do again. I was rolling 12. Sorry. I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah, I don't hit anybody this round.
I got a 5.
All right. Anybody doing melee attacks can do those.
I got a natural 20
Nice.
I got a
for 1 damage.
on 14.
Nice.
So does 14 hit?
Yep.
Right. I think a spear does d6.
Ah, still nothing.
1.
Finbar kills 1. Between the 2 of you, you kill 1. And but Finbar kills 2. Finbar turns around and starts hewing them down. Okay.
Ooh.
And with
I'd
that,
do something at some point.
Oh, that
We made a mess again.
that didn't go as they planned.
Now you see this this guy. He's just now starting to submerge into the water.
Oh,
Started
gosh.
trying to dive down and get away from you. Alfred, what do you all do?
I still got some arrows left. I could try to pelt them down while he's swimming. Like, what does everyone else say?
I still
yeah.
have some arrows left.
Might as
Dude,
well.
I got a rope.
He's
I can
he's
try to catch
fleeing,
him on
so
the
you
rope.
can do +2 to hit for anybody that's doing a ranged attack.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, I want to do it.
All right, target's 14. Roll your attacks
Ouch.
and your damage.
I
Let's
got
go
a
ahead and do both.
14,
See, oh yeah, gotta.
Ooh, there you go.
5 damage,
Oh,
and then the next one. So I just hit him once for 5.
Got 3 damage on him.
Damage, okay.
Oh, I didn't keep track of my
And is that it, everybody? I don't think your mercenaries don't have. No, they do have ranged weapons. I'm sorry.
They haven't had the chance to use it. They're too busy meleeing everything to death.
there was so much blood.
They were too busy crushing skulls.
Let's see. One of them hits once for damage, and with all these attacks and hits, you do not kill this thing. It disappears into the water. And indeed, there are barrels of supplies and treasures here, and a boat, sturdy keelcraft that can take not just to river but to open water. Two people could still man it though, and they look back to you and they say, "Well, this is the end of our bargain." But and you guys have 15 minutes left. I think you can try to get the treasures remaining in this place. And if anybody's mapped, you can just describe where you want to go if there's a place you want to try to get back to, where you can explore further. But he says, "You know, this has been fun enough. If you want to share half the treasure with us of whatever else you find from room to room, we'll keep going with you a little ways. Not only that, if you want, you can sail with us."
That sparks Jahan's interest.
But I'll tell you this, we got to get out of 𝕬𝖃𝖍𝖆. So if you sail with us, we're going somewhere else.
Ooh.
Now, the way this
Doesn't
works
that sound
is that
fun?
between sessions, if you discover a new settlement, one of the huge advantages of an archipelago is that, unlike in the Albion campaign, you can take boats between sessions to other islands, for the most part and within reason. So if you find some other island and it has a settlement, I will ask you at the end of the session, where do you want to begin? So it'll be, what's your expedition goal, who's the caller, and where do you want to start? and you can take if you have downtime, like if there's in one for one time, if you have 7 days, you need at least a certain amount of time. Anyways, so if you travel with them and go somewhere else, then that'll happen during this downtime. You'll start the session at wherever they end up, but then in the following session, you'll be like, hey, you know what? We want to go back to 𝕬𝖋𝖍𝖗 via a different boat, and you can just do that. That way you can explore the world. You can make progress. That's by character, not by player. So each character it's kind of something that each character discovers.
My personal vote is send them on their way. I want to keep looting this place.
Me too.
Okay. And without their assistance for now.
Yeah, they've served well, but
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they've. Oof.
Right. So we got 2 votes to say, hey, see you later. What about you? What about Jehan? I think.
I think Jehan would be interested in the boat ride.
Okay. Very well. What do you think, Anira? Now, you can keep exploring, to be clear, with their assistance, but so you got 3 options. You could explore with them with their assistance and then leave with the boat. You can have them wait here and you go explore and then go with the boat, or you can be like, see you later, we're going to stay here in 𝕬𝖋𝖍𝖗.
Like, I can think it would have been useful to have them help with the Tomb of the Snake King, but if they're done, I don't know.
I think they want to move on.
yeah, they gotta
want to
bail.
move on,
He tells
Yeah,
you,
and I
in
don't know if we're
business.
done here yet.
we've got a price. I've got a price on my head in this place. I got to get off this island.
I feel you. Yep.
Well,
Any more boats?
Adelbrand, what do you think?
Adelbrand's gonna stay, and I'm down for continuing exploring. Without these guys, I think we'd be okay now, in
There-
theory.
All right, well, that's a majority, so here we go. Yeah, any last words? They say they start loading the boat.
Like to keep you, brothers.
Godspeed.
that Albion religion? Yeah, that god's not around here. Good luck with that. And
Jehan giggles a little bit.
Next time, stay out of trouble so you can stay
Yeah.
longer.
You're real.
Lefteris is like, yeah, sure.
It was an honor to fight beside you.
They'll tell you, however, and then we'll keep moving here while we've got time left. Dang it, trying to find the big map. Okay, Telgran. They will tell you that they are going to sail to.
Watch out, he's got the big map.
The bigger big map. I have like multiple. Seriously,
It's like a
so
Russian
I had to
nesting
go.
doll.
I had to go to this one. They're going to sail to the island of 𝕬𝖋𝖍𝖗, the largest island of the 12 kingdoms, and they're going to sail to its west coast into Port Perdal before moving on to.
He's cutting out.
Probably from there they will travel into the 𝕬𝖃𝖗, into the Gates of Sorrow.
Ooh.
Sad.
There they hope to find even greater fame and treasure. They're already talking about their retirement plans. Okay, so let's see. Meanwhile, since we still have about 10 minutes left before we run out of time, Alfred, where to from here?
I think it's just probably go back to the rooms we passed by and try to see what we can loot before we head back for the day.
Yeah, I think we definitely loot these guys that we killed here, and then the hooded figures in the chanting room. Plus, there were some other various. The candelabras seemed valuable in that room, and the incense what do they call those things? Canters or whatever. And then the only other things that we really passed by were all the sarcophaguses and things, which I feel like would be too much of a read-in to get into
They might
today.
be trapped and so forth.
Yeah.
Especially the cursed one, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
The
the
mummy?
accursed.
No, that one stinks. We're nubbers.
Yeah, I think
That's
looting the
safest
fallen
one
is
to loot.
a must.
You know what? Let's put more stones on top of it just to be safe.
It's funny. I would never tell you. You know, I'll heavily telegraph. I'll be like, the thing is sticking out of the wall or something shiny on the floor. But people forget and they won't take a note of it. And sometimes you guys will pass by like a 2,000 gold piece object. And the thing about this style of gaming is I just back off. But it's funny. The reason I say that is that Finbar's like, no, we're gonna loot these bodies. And if he hadn't said that, I wouldn't have.
Because
the
last
random
week
treasure
Didn't go well last time.
we looted the
Lord.
bodies that we had skipped the first week, and we got like so much money. So I'm like, okay, we have to loot these bodies because apparently they're just carrying bags of gold around on them.
And they were at their ship too, so they obviously have stuff on them.
I want that gold.
Yeah.
I need to buy a
do.
business. I'm gonna construct a chapel of the light in Eric Brania.
Nice.
Let's clear this place.
Got-
Needs God.
I got 75 pounds of gear, so I got lots of room
will try
for.
to help you.
All right.
What's that, Mr. Oba?
Wyman will be interested in helping you.
Yeah, it's not super expensive to construct a small chapel, to be honest. You can look into that.
Can somebody act as treasurer this session? Treasurer.
Yep.
I
I will
could.
get my.
Or is Steve gonna?
For a steep XP price.
I will give it. I will give the XP.
If you guys have got it, then that's cool. Let's open up the Gazetteer.
All right. So you find the following things after searching here. 20 minutes. Time passes. You find 6 platinum pieces. Find 4 gold pieces, 139 copper pieces. This is what's on the bodies, right? Because you didn't get the treasure from. And you find a gem worth 2 gold pieces. Now, where do you go from here? And if somebody can give me the directions, go 40 feet in this direction, go 50 feet in that direction, then I'll move fast.
If you go up the stairs,
Yeah, I'll go up the stairs. Maybe they go down. Yeah.
we can loot these guys here.
Okay.
Right?
On this, you find
Mongross.
find in another 10 minutes. So 50 minutes pass, you find 50 gold pieces on them.
Okay. Then we can wang a left in this room. And then there's bodies in there we can loot, and then in the alcove at the top of the room down here, there were some things like candelabras and mysterious potions we can bring to Enrigo.
Yep.
400 gold piece candelabra.
Yeah, those are
Was it
those
400 per candelabra or 400 for all of them?
I'll do this separately. So
I think there was just one by
I'll
description.
roll what's on their bodies, and then I'll describe what's in the room, and you can tell me what you want to do with it.
good.
So, let's see here.
Can any of us identify what these potions are?
Sorry, let me roll this treasure here first. I got.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
We have a guy.
There's a way. There's a way.
We have a guy for that.
There's one way. Oh man, terrible. Okay.
You're brave enough.
13 gold pieces of trinkets of various kinds you find in here. Amongst the bodies, there are 85 gold pieces and 2,000 copper pennies worth of things, mostly in the coffers. Now, That would be 200 pounds worth of copper. That gives you 20 gold pieces worth of copper pennies.
I literally think we don't have the ability to carry that out of here. I think we leave that for now.
Meanwhile,
All right.
Yeah.
on the in the room, on the body of the philosopher, his plate is buckled and useless. He does have a regular shield, but he has a dark, pitch black onyx flail. It glows with some kind of 𝕬𝖚𝖋𝖍𝖊𝖗.
Bit chaotic for me, boys.
Upon him, his hands are jeweled with rings. You think that there are 2 rings on his hands with jewels worth at least 100 gold pieces each. 2 of them. 2 100 gold piece rings. And then on his neck is a tetrad made of gold and lined with platinum and other precious metals. You think that this unholy tetrad is probably worth 500 gold pieces.
Killed that guy.
I'm glad I killed that guy. In the room, there is a 2 golden candelabras, each worth 400 gold pieces, and the symbol of the tetrad. Its bases. Tetrads consisting of 4, 3, 2, and 1 diamonds at its points. This shimmering diamond-encrusted tetrad of chaos, you think, is worth 2,000 gold pieces. 2,000
Well, that's
gold
coming.
pieces. Yeah. And
I'll be
take
taking
that.
y'all can get over your religious qualms. This has diamonds in it.
This
Yeah,
is
I don't have a problem
this
taking
is my
that.
share.
And then there is a graven stone tab with writing on it, and an altar with a niche behind it with a fresco. It's hard to make out what it is. You'll have to get within 5 feet to look at it, see what's upon it. There are 2 potions on the altar. One has a shimmering clear look. The other one is constantly changing like a lava lamp. What do? You guys leave them alone? Does
Are
anybody...
they like corked?
You could cork them if you want. You could stopper them. They're in a large glass container. Just real quick, does anybody want them?
I do.
Okay, so at least one person wants them. So the group will take them. Who picks them up?
I'll go ahead and pick them up.
You wanted them, Jay.
Okay, you reach, you pick them up. Nothing seems
Here
to
I
happen.
go.
All right. Does
Nothing seems to happen.
does anybody do anything with the tablet or the fresco?
They don't seem like they'd be worth anything or could like be taken off. And it's a smash and grab moment right now. We can come back here.
Does the tablet have writing on it? Did you say that we could read or no?
It does.
What is it?
Are any
I
of us
don't
able to
look
read
like-
it or no?
Yes, it is in common, in fact. Do you approach it to read it? You'll have to like get, like this is a dark cave, right? So you gotta like get light on it and look at it. The stone tablet's about this far and it's got chiseled writing on it. Yeah. Does anybody want
I say we get out of here.
Yeah, we probably need to get out soon.
Okay.
I'm a little curious about it, but not that curious.
And
Yeah.
yes, in fact, that is all the time we have for now. So, very quickly, you exhausted with your bags and sacks full of treasure, you return alive again, having bested the orc hordes that have scouted the island republic of 𝕬𝖃𝖍𝖈𝖐𝖊𝖗. And this is something I'll mention, I'll put it in the chat, but when you return now, one of the people that watches, you've seen watch, sits down at the table and says, I think it's time we had a chat. But that ends our adventure for the night.